Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Neoniclide and this is the K1 Circuit season finale, or the second season I should say. So up ahead we have Alex starting in P1. He's really cool, giving his camera a little love. He's hailing in from Russia. And yeah, so I'm starting P3 for the B main on the second row. And I felt good in this kart because this kart had great turning. It's a very oversteery kart and I love my oversteery karts, but it doesn't have the greatest acceleration and you're going to see that here. But yeah, lots of competition for tonight. Here we go, green flag, and you're gonna see that acceleration where I just start falling back instantly. I'm gonna lose about 3 positions here actually. 1, 2, 3. This guy to my left, that's another position dropped, and we have another guy to my right who's gonna come up. There he is. So this kart overall felt pretty decent. Once again, the oversteery. I love my oversteery cars and karts. The brakes were okay. The brakes were pretty weak but stiff, so I would have to brake a bit early, which is unfortunate. But I love the responsiveness of the brakes. The thing is, though, you're gonna see it up here, I believe, where I just lock up very easily. Yep, there it is. Front left. I believe it's a front left lockup. This kart, you're gonna see it again here. The kart locks up very easily if you hold it for a little too long. So pretty much I had to brake really early and get off the brakes quite quickly, just because that's just how the kart handled. And it was unfortunate, but I had to adapt my driving style a bit. But yeah, the acceleration of this kart was just miserable. We have a kart dying to our left. That's really unfortunate for him on lap 1 as well. That sucks. I believe that was car 49, but I could be wrong. Another thing to note up here is during the driver briefing they said no track limits, just no overtaking off the track. So it was interesting that they said no track limits. I think they realized it's too hard to manage all of us to not go off track. So they just said, okay, no track limits. But yeah, we've lost a lot of places, but it's okay. We'll try and make up our places back. You're gonna see a lot of that where people are going off track. I think that's how I made up a lot of my positions back. It's just a lot of people going off track and getting really ballsy. I think the guy behind me actually is gonna do a crazy dive up here. I believe it's this lap. So I'm going for a dive on this guy. I have a really good run on him because he went quite wide. I'm going for my usual braking point. This guy, crazy dive down the inside and manages to stick it. I don't know how he did that, but wow, that was incredible from him. My kart, quite oversteery high speed, but in a corner like that, it's very understeery. I noticed it's quite understeery in low speed corners and very oversteery in high speed corners, which is hard to manage, but we tried to make it work. I tried giving this guy to my right a bit of room. I gave him a little too much room. And I had a much better run on him because I took the wider line, but that acceleration is still so low, or still so slow, that I barely just beat him to the final corner here. Still using as much of the track as possible, trying to keep my minimum speed as high as possible. And now my goal is to try and catch the guys ahead, but I look behind me and you can't see it on the camera, but there's guys just on my ass right now. You're gonna see I'm constantly under pressure, and with this kart and its weak brakes, I go a little deep into turn 4, which we had passed earlier. Coming down the S's, I believe somebody's like right. I feel a bump around here, I believe, because somebody's just right behind me. But yeah, at this point I kind of realized, okay, this is a lost race. I'm just gonna run my race and not really go for the podium anymore. But yeah, in a corner like this corner, I struggle so much in. The kart was so understeery. I didn't really have that issue in qualifying. So if you're unfamiliar with the K1 circuit, the league nights, how they run it is there's 2 qualifiers and then there's the main race or the final race. The first qualifier, I mean, so it all really depends on your kart. Oh, this is a good dive for here. I forgot about this. But then this guy, yep. So I was upset about that because I wasn't sure if that was off track or not. And to me, it looked like it was off track. And then I immediately got overtaken by everybody else again, despite being full throttle. So this kart just so slow on acceleration. But we make it work. So if you're unfamiliar with how the K1 circuit does their league nights, is 2 qualifiers. And the first qualifier had an excellent kart. It was so speedy. And I should have put a great lap with it, but as I said, somebody was battling me during qualifying, which was really annoying. And I tried giving him space, but I caught right back up to him by the end of the lap, so no matter how much space I gave him, it was just, he was so much slower and wouldn't let me by. Kept battling me. Then the second qualifier, I had a pretty terrible kart. It was extremely understeer. I actually almost crashed with it. That's how understeer it was. Going up through turn 3. Someone actually had crashed in turn 3 during qualifying that day. This actually took place on December 19th of 2025, just to keep that noted. So the guy ahead of me is the guy I believe that overtook me off track. Watching it back now, I don't think we were off track, but it was pretty close. Like, it was almost there. I have a guy to my right, so I was just making sure I was going to leave him room. I was looking for an inside line on him, but he turned in very quick, so I didn't go for that inside line. But I still have a good run on him. Now I have a guy to my right, so I can't actually dive bomb him, but I try making it work anyways, and that happens. I would like to point out I did not touch him. He looked like he broke too hard. One of his brakes locked up, and he just nearly lost the rear. He did lose the rear, really, and went off track. And I took that to my advantage and made the most of it. I believe I'm in 4th right now, and and off track for him. It looks like they bumped each other, or he had another instance where he broke a little too hard. But it is what it is, and it's fortunate for me to try and gain some places. Now, for some reason, when they email, so at K1 Circuit, they have a TV monitor that shows everybody's times and positions. For our race, it wasn't updating, so that was annoying. And then after the race, they usually email you. This happens at K1 Speeds as well. They'll email you the times. And for me, for some reason, it said I only did 5 laps when I did 6. And it said I came 14th when in reality I came 4th. So, don't know what that was about, but it is what it is. And I'm not going to bother fighting it because it's the end of the season. And I wasn't really in contention for the championship anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Coming down here, you can't really see it all too well, but this kart is drifting. I wouldn't even really say it's slip angle. I'm just drifting and scrubbing the tires all the way down because of how oversteery the kart is. And I don't want to slow down anymore because I'll just be going even slower if I take the corners too slow. That was a very nice turn there, and I'm trying my best to catch the guy ahead. You might end up hearing me speak to myself, saying, "Okay, you got this," or something like that. And but no, in the end, I don't really catch up to him. I do make a mistake on the final lap, and I think that actually might be why the results say I came 14th. I bumped the wall out of turn 4, I believe it was. I was way too aggressive on throttle. Ended up bumping the wall, trying to keep the kart under control. If you're curious, these karts do make reach a top speed of about 65 miles per hour down the back straight. So we're going pretty quick in these karts, and these are fully electric karts as well. Now it's up here. I believe I did make my mistake. Let's see if it is here. It is here. Yep, bumped the wall a bit. Nothing too serious. I wasn't approached about damage, so I don't believe I damaged the kart. Didn't have to pay for anything, but I believe that bump might have registered me as I didn't finish the race, even though I did. But yeah, just because of that one bump, I believe that one bump is what made me lose a lot of time to the guy ahead, and ultimately I didn't catch up. Which is okay. I mean, last time I was out, it was back in October. I missed the November race because I was in Vegas for Formula 1. But for October, I did win that race. I was very happy about that. Very smooth cornering from there. I was just trying my best to make this a very quick lap. I'm actually unsure as to what my lap time was. If this was my fastest lap, then it wasn't doing too great. The cart's acceleration actually was so poor that my best time, I believe, during the race was a 49 second something, even though I know I'm capable of getting... I'm sorry, not 79 seconds. Even though I know I'm capable of getting about 77.8. But yeah, that's the end of the race. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through here, and you can go ahead and take a listen to me having a chat with everybody else at the end. Good job, man. Yeah.
Good race.
Yeah, it was fun. My cart, I had a really good cart. I was just scared to use it because it was really oversteering. So coming down the S's, I was like, holy shit, I got to brake for this.
My cart was gorgeous race, guys.
It is, man.
Who was starting second?
Some guy caught up to you very quickly at the end.
In the end?
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, somebody was with you.
No, in the end, no one was near me.
No?
I helped there. I thought I was gonna finish there.
On the start, he gave me anxiety.
Dude, my cart did not have acceleration, so I just spent the whole time trying to maximize my exits.
What's the number?
45.
Oh.
45 is actually not that bad. It's just the acceleration is a little slow.
In the first qualification, my cart was 11 and it was also dead.
Yeah.
I showed 80 seconds. And then the second I showed already better. Let me put this.
Yeah.